SMTAX is a digital accounting and tax firm. So what that means is that everything we do online. So whether it's your tax return or whether it's your accounting or your financial statements. So everything is done online, all information is collected online. How we then collect all this information is the interesting part. So from a company perspective, in order for any accountant actually to do their work, is they need three things, actually four. They need your bank statements, they need a list of all the expenses you've made, and they need a list of all the invoices you've sent out to your clients. They need an understanding of your business. So how do we get the bank statements? We have a system that automatically logs into your bank account and then automatically scrapes that information from your online banking profile. So it means that every time you swipe your card or you have a transaction happen in your bank account, we also see it. How do we get access to your expenses? Is that one, you either email it to us. So each client of us has a dedicated email address. So for example, if Fin24 was our client, we would have Fin24 at SMTAX.co.za as your dedicated email address. So all your expenses, you would just email them there, and then we would load them onto our system automatically. Or alternatively, you could take a picture of them and then also send that through to our system as well via the application. And then what happens in the third one is that we encourage all our clients to use our system to send out invoices. So what that means is that it means we always have records. If you're using our system to send out an invoice, we have access to it. And then obviously the understanding of the business happens at the early stages. So we then, via the first initial phone call, like we ask a similar question that you're asking now: what do you do? How do you do it? What makes you unique? I've always had the vision and the dream to become a CEO of a company. I never knew it would be my company. Maybe I thought it would be maybe for a company like Old Mutual or one of those big companies that are listed in the JSE. And I also never knew that it would come so soon. So, well, God has been I've been fortunate enough to have it become my own company that's doing well, and of course happening at a very early age. So I joined a big firm when I started my career, and I didn't like it. I didn't like being a number, or not a number, but a small fish in a much bigger pond, where my ideas didn't have as much influence. So you would have a great idea for something to be implemented, and then it would take days, or your manager would just crush it down just because he's scared of you or something like that. So I then made a conscious decision to start a company, my own. But I had no experience. So what I did was I joined a startup company, and I learned a lot. That actually the CEO of that startup company is my client now. He's sitting over there. He's also my mentor. So when I decided to actually launch the company, my fiance, girlfriend at the time, was 9 months pregnant. So I just had a small little boy come into the world. So my parents said, "No, you are crazy. Why would you leave your 20,000 Rand a month paying job for something that's going to pay you nothing?" I had one client when I started, so everyone, family, friends, no. Even me, I guess, internally, you become scared, what if it really doesn't work? What about my kid? But, the support of my fiance has been invaluable at that. So she was like, "Listen, this is your dream. Start it. If it goes down the drain, if it goes badly in the first 6 months, we'll reevaluate. If it goes badly in the first 3 months, we'll sell the car." We never sold the car, so everything has gone pretty well after that. For me, it's not really the mentorship that's the crucial part. It's getting the right mentor. A lot of people get one mentor, and then what happens is that they try to use that same person for everything. I wouldn't ask my brother who's in construction to mentor me in building a technology firm, but I might ask him how to handle difficult employees, because he handles a lot of employees. Or something so it's all about finding the right mentor for the right thing. My clients, some of them still wanted to come here and give me the box of invoices. And I'll say, no. First scan them at your office, then send them to me, and then you can do whatever you want with the invoices. But here, there are no shelves and shelves of paperwork. So everything is digital. And getting my clients to make that switch has been a big challenge. but also for them, also the exciting part as well. The world and business is moving towards a digital age. Yeah. Therefore, accountants need to be digital. So if someone is buying, let's say you went on Spree and you bought a dress on Spree, someone must be able to account for that. The new accountant must be able to account for the transaction at the time it happens, not 3 months later or 6 or 30 days later when the client gives you the bank statements of what's happened. And that's how we've built our company. The first challenge I had was employing people that are much older than me, or people that have way more experience in the industry than me, but then still having the assertiveness to tell them, forget what you've done. This is how it's done now. One of the heads of accounting that I employ is Lewis. His background is in auditing. So he's always known how to do things from a step-by-step basis, do A, then followed by B. And I'm teaching him or erasing his memory. He hates it when I say this. But making him forget and relearn how to be the new age accountant has been quite a nice experience for him as well. We have 5 full-time employees, excluding myself. But obviously, that's changing now, and as we're growing at this rapid rate, I'm bringing on more and more people. So maybe the next time you see me, I'll have doubled that number, and so forth. And also, we've been asked to add on more interns, especially from an accounting space. So we've added a new intern that will be starting 1st of April. And so to teach them as well, So it's a 12-month internship. And my view is for them, after they finish their internship, to actually stay on and continue. So a future plan is to expand into Africa. So firstly, we need to conquer South Africa, I guess. And then in the near future, go into Africa. We already have clients in Zimbabwe and Nigeria. Because accounting is universal. It's international standards that we use. So it's just about breaking the language barriers. For example, the clients in Nigeria have a completely different accent to the clients that I have and that are in Zimbabwe.